Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Ibrahim Traoré's era. Today I bring you news so explosive it shakes the very ground beneath our feet. For years the United States acted as the defender of freedom and democracy. But this week the mask has slipped and we see their true face. They are not here for peace. They are not here for democracy. They are here for our gold, uranium, oil, and future. A shocking news traveled across global media. France 24, BBC, West Africa Online and other world media reported it. At first many saw it as rumor, as sensationalism. But we in Ibrahim Traoré's era dug deeper. We traced every lead and verified from our sources in Burkina Faso. And what we uncovered is that these news are all true. The Americans have finally made their move. Washington has officially proposed to Burkina Faso and the nations of the Sahel. Hand us control of your mineral wealth for 30 years, and in return we will give you weapons, intelligence, and military aid to fight terrorism. Do you hear the arrogance in that offer? Do you feel the insult? It is nothing more than blackmail dressed up as partnership. In plain words they are saying, we lit the fire, and now we will sell you water. But when it's over your house will belong to us. Let us not forget the people of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger already know the West imperialists sponsor the terrorists. If not, ask yourself, who supplies the terrorists with weapons? Who funds them? Who provides them with intelligence far too advanced for desert bandits? Guns don't fall from heaven. Ammunition doesn't grow from the earth. It is the same Western hands that fuel the terror and then return with crocodile tears, offering help in exchange for our inheritance. This is the oldest colonial game. Create chaos, then sell the cure. Reports suggest that the Democratic Republic of Congo already fell for this trap, signing away 3 decades of mineral wealth under the guise of security partnerships. But when the same proposal landed on Captain Ibrahim Traoré's desk, his response was swift, sharp, and unwavering. Burkina Faso is not for sale. Africa is not for sale. Traoré, together with the leaders of Mali and Niger under the AES alliance, sent Washington a message that echoed like thunder. We will not trade our future for bullets. We will defend ourselves. Because Traoré understands what many so-called leaders ignored. The terrorism tearing through the Sahel is not organic. It is not accidental. It is engineered. It is a business project. And the product being sold is death. If Africans foolishly accept these deals, then we are digging the graves of our own children with our bare hands. Imagine 30 years, a whole generation of Burkinabe resources shipped overseas, while our people remain shackled in poverty. Imagine a child in 2055 asking his father, why are we still poor when our land is rich? And the father replying, because in 2025 our leaders sold our future for guns. But Traoré has said no. The AES has said no. And that rejection is not merely about one contract. It is a rejection of 5 centuries of exploitation. A rejection of colonialism, neo-colonialism, imperialism, whatever mask they choose to wear. Let us expose the script, brothers and sisters, because this is nothing new. The West has perfected a formula. Rewar on rewar. They create instability. They target a nation rich in minerals. They fund divisions, arm rebels. Then suddenly, terrorist groups appear from nowhere, equipped with weapons too sophisticated to be local. Then they blame the chaos. The Western media floods the airwaves. Africa is unstable. Terrorists have overrun the Sahel. The government is weak. Next they offer the cure. Washington or Paris steps in. We will protect you. We will bring aid, soldiers, weapons. Just give us access to your mines, your contracts, your future. They make profit endlessly. The cycle continues. The people remain poor. Governments remain trapped. While gold, uranium, and oil flow overseas. Sound familiar? Look at Mali after NATO destroyed Libya. Look at Niger's uranium fueling French cities while its own children sit under trees without electricity. Look at Congo, robbed under the cover of war. And now, they want Burkina Faso. But this time, they miscalculated. Traoré, Goïta, and Chiani are not yesterday's leaders. They know this playbook by heart. And together, they tore it to pieces. This is why the creation of the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, is not just a political union, it is a shield. It is a declaration that the Sahel will not kneel. Traoré, Burkina Faso has said, our gold will serve our people first. Niger has said, No more uranium leaving on slave terms. Mali has said, foreign armies will no longer dictate our sovereignty. For the first time, the Sahel has united not under Paris, not under Washington, but under Africa itself. Make no mistake, Washington is furious, Paris is desperate, London is anxious, because if the Sahel resists, it inspires the rest of Africa. If Burkina Faso survives without bowing, then Congo, Guinea, and others will ask, if they can, why not us? This is why the West is dangerous now. A wounded empire fights recklessly. The more Traoré, Goïta, and Chiani resist, the more the empire will try to destabilize them with lies, sanctions, and mercenaries. But know this, family, the spirit of the Sahel is awake, and when the people are awake, no empire can defeat them. This is no longer about Burkina Faso alone. This is Africa's war for its future. If the Sahel falls, Africa remains chained. But if the Sahel resists, Africa will rise like a storm. And this, my brothers and sisters, is why Captain Ibrahim Traoré's rejection of the US proposal is more than politics. It is a revolution. It is proof that Africa can fight, Africa can rise, and Africa can win. So when you see the headlines about the Sahel rejecting America, understand this: it is not madness, it is not chaos, it is liberation. And that is why the world trembles. This is Ibrahim Traoré's era. Like, share, and subscribe, because the revolution is only beginning.